These were landmark movies and a landmark character.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
You have to be bombastic. You just have to hit that audience with this, like, boom, we're in for a good show.
So he strikes like thunderbolt.
You have to grab them and set the audience up where they feel this is going to be an exciting evening.
I think it's great works of art, actually. I mean, they were incredible, working to a formula. Always the Bond films were exciting, and always they had a good score.
It has that sense of fun about it. So that's why they were like they were. It's the dramatic process dictated the kind of song we were going to do.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch.
The Bond song at the beginning of the film is always something to watch for. You know, the opening of most Bond pictures generally sets you back on your heels.
Say live and let die.
You know, they go hand in glove. You know, the song and the movie. It's become such an integral part.
You only live twice, or so it seems. One life for yourself and one for your dream.
I just think there is a marvellous opportunity to be over the top with Bond songs. They should give you lots of goosebumps. They should sparkle, and there should be a quality that just gets in your gut.
Diamonds are forever sparkling round my little finger. Unlike men, the diamonds linger.
Bond music existed in its own universe, in its own bubble. It really didn't pay any attention to anything that was going on around it. There's so many other things in contemporary music that it completely ignored, and that's why I think they sort of stayed evergreen, because they never made any attempt at being contemporary.
Cubby Broccoli and Harry Saltzman asked me to write the score for Dr. No, which, as you know, is the first of the James Bond films.
I received a phone call from the head of United Artists Publishing. He said, we've got this Bond movie. And I went in and he said, it's been scored. We don't have a title theme that is right.
I suddenly remembered this melody that I'd written. I dug it out and had a look at it, and I was absolutely certain that this was James Bond's character. And it goes like this. I was born with this unlucky sneeze, and what is worse, I came into the world the wrong way round. Pundits all agreed, and so on. I met John. He did the orchestration, the arrangement, and we went into the studio, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Outside the Pavilion Cinema in Piccadilly. Paid my bucks, went in and saw the movie. That's the first time I'd seen the movie. And of course it's the title sequence, which I thought that was all I was doing. And then as the movie progressed, I'm Bond, James Bond, and this thing keeps coming in. So this is great. I was paid £250 incidentally for this thing.
James Bond, 007. Licensed to kill whom he pleases, where he pleases, when he pleases. From the elegant clubrooms of Mayfair to exotic island night spots.
They had a preview. I wasn't present, but I heard about it. And Terence Young, the director, took the movie very seriously. He really did. He thought it was a a deep spy movie, and this is how they, you know, these guys worked. And the audience started to crack up. And I think Saltzman and Broccoli looked at each other and said, Jesus, what have we got here? The audience told them what it was about. And I know Terence Young was very distraught after the preview, because people were laughing.
I always try to make them as sexy as possible and as theatrically camp as possible. There's very special songs, Bond songs. There's, you know, they're landmark moments when they work.
It's not something that you think about when you're a child, is it? But I think when you get to, you know, you do become, you know, you get to a teenager, and these songs are on in your house every Christmas and Bank Holiday and Easter.
People remember when they first saw Dr. No or Thunderball or whatever. I mean, that happens with any kind of nostalgia. I know when I'm driving in the car and I suddenly hear Diamonds Are Forever, I'm back there, you know. Da, 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 da. As soon as the first notes, you know straight away you're in Bond territory.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever. Hold one up and then caress it. Touch it, stroke it and undress it.
I just love that. It's deliciously vulgar, if you know, and Shirley Bassey is perfect casting, as she was for that.
I always liked Diamonds Are Forever. I thought Don Black wrote a wonderful lyric.
Ready?
Yeah, anytime.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me.
Of course, David Arnold's album is just sensational, because what he's managed to do, he's kind of reinvented these songs. Whereas I thought they were campy enough and vulgar enough, he kind of parodied them in a way, but in a delicious way that makes them irresistible. So David McAlmont doing Diamonds Are Forever, you can kind of smile in a wry way about them, because they're sort of funny in their deliciousness.
Oh, when love is gone, they lost alone.
I suppose it's quite good to get a man to sing Diamonds Are Forever. I suppose if you look at it analytically with forensic precision, it probably doesn't make sense. You know, it's a bit like a guy singing I Enjoy Being a Girl, you know. It works because David McAlmont is such a great showman. I don't think it enters your mind that he's singing those kind of feminine thoughts.
I can see every part, nothing hides in the heart to hurt me.
Diamonds Are Forever, that was the point when I thought, actually, I don't need to make the rest of the album now, because pretty much everything I wanted to do was in that one track. You know, the completely over-the-top camp sense of melodrama. You know, the sort of the widescreen cinematic orchestral approach and the rhythm track and a great vocal, and that's really all I wanted to get out of all of these songs.
I'm just really happy that I've got my hands on Diamonds Are Forever. It's like really classic and orchestrally expansive, and there's just a groove going underneath it, and my voice in the middle of all of that going on seems to make perfect sense.